Okay, guys, we have a really, really special guest that's going to speak to us for the next 45 minutes or so, and I'm really excited to introduce Travis Saxton. Travis has been a good friend of mine for over a decade, and we've worked on a lot of different projects together. He's been with a bunch of different companies in the real estate technology space. And RE/MAX, I think, forever, as long as I've been with the company, almost 30 years now, RE/MAX has always had the best intentions, but maybe never the best execution strategy when it comes to systems and tools and opportunity, right? I just think that we've had the best intentions. In some cases, we've just layered tools on top of tools without having a real vision for what the future looks like. I can tell you, and you're about to get a little bit of a taste for what the future and the vision of RE/MAX is, and I don't think it's ever been as bright or as exciting. Eric Carlson is our new CEO here at RE/MAX, and one of Eric's first initiatives was to start to build a team around him that allows him to execute on the vision that he has. And so I'm super excited to introduce the new Chief Innovation Officer for RE/MAX Corporate Headquarters, Travis Saxton.
Thank you. So a couple disclosures before I get started here. I was in New York City yesterday morning at the Ryder Cup, and then I was up at 1:45 in the morning, dragged kicking and screaming to the Denver Broncos game, and boy, it sounds like a sob story already, right? And I only have one person to blame for this, and it's that guy right there. So Brad and I actually go quite a ways back, so that you guys know in this room, I'll tell you a little bit about my background, but I have bought and sold 3 homes through RE/MAX Professionals. This is my brokerage. Like, I love this brokerage. I literally love RE/MAX Professionals. I'm excited to be here in this room with some of the most productive, trusted, and professional agents on the planet. Like, this is amazing what we've assembled here. And so when we talk about some of the threats and some of the obvious things that are happening with Compass and Anywhere, I want you guys to know that we are over twice as productive as all of those brands combined. RE/MAX is. And I want you guys to know that because it's important. This room embodies what RE/MAX stands for. So today we're going to go through some innovation. It's going to be a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. This is 2 years of innovation. Your heads will be swimming. You're going to be going through the 5 stages of grief as well. So the first one will be denial. You're going to be like, no, hell no, they can't do all that. That's going to be the first thing you guys are going to go through. The second thing will be, oh my gosh, maybe a little bit of anger. You're moving my cheese around, and where is it going? And I get it. Innovation is hard. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And then eventually we're going to come around to acceptance. We're going to be like, holy cow, this is amazing. This is so much stuff. But now what's next? What do I need to do to roll up my sleeves and put this into action? And luckily, you have one of the best brokers on the planet in Brad and Alan and Mike to help you guys do that too. And of course, we're right here as well. And so we're going to go through 2 years of innovation, and we are densely packing this in for you guys. And I want to talk about a couple things to open. One is actions speak louder than words. This isn't just a bunch of lip service. This is a new regime. We are truly showing you, putting our money where our mouth is, and we are running hard. At BOC, we showed off a ton of this information, and it was widely celebrated that that was the best BOC in the company's history. I'll let that sink in for a moment. We're 52 years old. That was a huge broker owner conference for us. I saw the question there, sorry, for our broker owner conference. And ultimately, it continued. We went to torchbearers, and they're like, this was the best torchbearers. We went to the Texas Top 500. They're like, this was the best event that we've had. We're going to do it again at Elite Retreat. We're going to do it again at R4. We are so committed to bringing this brand the next 52 years of innovation that is coming, and we're going to show you what we've built. So a little quick background on me. I started in the residential real estate space. I came from actually the newspaper industry. I saw the writing on the wall in the newspaper industry, and I basically said, this industry is about to get hammered. I was doing online advertising, creating online editions all across the United States and Canada, and building revenue streams for newspapers, but I knew it was not going to make it. So I joined the real estate industry, and at Real Trends, right down the street in Castle Pines, I spent 8 years. I created the Real Trends America's Best Rankings. I created many of the Real Trends 500, the 1,000 rankings, and created a bunch of technology consulting in the space. Was the first technology consultant in residential real estate, and got to know RE/MAX, got to know RE/MAX Professionals. So I go back a good 15, 20 years with RE/MAX and RE/MAX Professionals. But then I had 1 year of a non-compete between Real Trends, and I went to BombBomb. And I was in the belly of the beast when BombBomb went from 40 to 120 employees in that 1 year that I was there. And we saw massive growth, massive acceleration. And I helped create the Real Trends housing market report, the BombBomb housing market report, the RE/MAX housing market report there. And so that was a nice little touch. I got to get to know RE/MAX pretty well. And I loved the team at BombBomb. But I missed consulting at the core. I was working on the other side of the table with T360, and Jack and Stefan, who are the founders of T360, said, you should come back to the consulting side. You're not a product guy, you're a consultant at heart. So I did that. For the past 8 or 9 years, I was at T360 running their technology consulting. And the reason why I tell you this story is my projects included things like helping to create Compass's technology stack, helping to create the Century 21 Canada, who Don now yells at me, who's our new president of Canada. He's like, I wish you didn't do such a good job. And so some of the stuff that you're hearing, I actually had a hand in. And so my years of experience were like dog years. It's like 7 or 9 years, whatever they are, or cat years, whatever they are. And ultimately, this brings a unique experience to RE/MAX that we're able to run. We're able to know where our competitors are going. We're able to see what actually made them who they are, and then where we need to go to chart a different course. We are not followers at RE/MAX. And as a matter of fact, I use this story a lot where tech vendors will call us and they'll be like, we just launched with KW and EXP, and I'm like, cool, see you later. Like, we don't want to copy. Now, do I want to know what they're doing? Yes, but we are ultimately charting a new innovative course at RE/MAX. And so I put this quote up here. This one is actually mine. Innovation is a fancy word for change, and change is hard, right? Change is, it's all of us, we're building ourselves and setting ourselves up for a very strong future at RE/MAX. And I love this quote because it's got a lot of underlying tones in there. Innovation isn't just technology and we're throwing technology tools at you guys. I am actually the anti-technology guy. Like, I think throwing a bunch of technologies at problems is a complete waste of time. If it's not wrapped in a sound strategy, it is a waste of time. And so I say, you know what? We're not doing something unless it's actually building upon a strategic future direction at RE/MAX. And it just so happens to be that a lot of innovation is synonymous with technology, but not all of it. And so we're going to talk a little bit about innovation that comes from all different angles. The new dynamic brand at RE/MAX is truly innovation that nobody else has. And it's not just a logo. This is actually symbolic. We sat in a room and we tore this apart and we said, what is going to get our agents to truly be in the middle of our brand, to bring the culture, to bring them who are our feet on the street? What is it that's going to put them in the middle of our brand? And we thought, well, hell, let's put them in the middle of the brand. Let's put our countries, let's put our landmarks, let's put our communities. Let's put all of these folks in the middle of our brand, and it is a symbol of the greatness in this room. Not us, not RE/MAX LLC. It is the greatness in this room. So this is more than a logo. This is a future philosophy where we are going to continue to build around the greatness in you, putting systems and structures so that you can run your business how you want to and how you want to be successful. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff today. So first I wanted to get into kind of the scorecard. Actions do speak louder than words. Now there's two things happening behind the scenes here. First and foremost is we launched 7 innovation groups at RE/MAX. One of them we call our first one was our Trailblazers. We've got a celebrity right in the room right now. Dane Rickard is one of our Trailblazers, and he is truly a leader in this organization, helps us to test things, gives us candid feedback, helps us to make sure that things are ready for prime time. That is probably step number 1 and change number 1 that we had to do. We were rolling stuff out without testing it, without doing all those things, and it would cause friction and challenges. This has changed now. Everything goes through like these innovation layer. They help us, they perfect it, so that by the time it gets to you guys, it's been battle tested, it's been ready, you know, and so we're really truly listening, leaning in, and we have multiple of these groups running. We're now launching 2 more. One is a marketing innovation group, and one is an AI Center of Excellence that is a global group. Like, I want the best AI strategies from across the globe, whether it's Turkey or Argentina or right here in our backyard in Denver. I want the best AI technology, and I want it in your hands. But I want to make sure it works. I want to be able to pull all this together and use our innovation groups as these breeding grounds or battlegrounds for the next innovation, the next 52 years of RE/MAX. And so a lot of the stuff that you're seeing here today has been battle tested and put through these innovation groups. So we have a lot of people running at these. And I can honestly say right now, we have 12 new AI projects that are running in our innovation groups and about 30 new technologies that are being tested at some capacity. Now, some of them aren't going to make it to prime time. Some of them aren't going to graduate out of our innovation groups, but we are truly innovating and moving fast. So let's look at what we've launched so far to date. Number one is we launched our Lead Concierge program just right before I started in January, but this was part of the playbook that I wrote when Eric called me, tapped me on the shoulder and said, is RE/MAX going in the right direction? And I can unequivocally say, from a technology and innovation perspective, they were not. And so let that sink in. I'm telling it, I'm saying it, stating it out there, and I said, we need to make some changes, and we need to make them fast. And so I wrote a playbook, and what you're seeing here today is the execution of this playbook. And so we launched the Lead Concierge program. It's all ready for early adopters, closing one transaction more per agent in the Lead Concierge program. And now that the backbone is built, I can fuel it with more lead sources, and we've got more of them stacked up that will be coming in to our Lead Concierge program. So that one's going to continue to evolve, and I'll show you how all of these things will evolve as strategies, not technologies. These are strategies. Max Refer, the industry's first AI global referral platform. We set a goal to do 1,000 referrals in the first 30 days, the first 90 days of this platform, which is available right now inside of Max Center. We achieved over 4,000 referrals per month on Max Refer. So you think about that, the sheer volume, the sheer quantity, and it's continuing to rise. And so we're building more and more strategies on top of Max Refer. Some of your coming soon listings, some of your commercial land, some of your lifestyles will also be built into Max Refer. It's going to continue to evolve, and I'll show you what that story looks like. We launched the industry's first loyalty, rewards, and engagement platform. Now this numbers, I need to update this number, but we have tens of thousands now of social videos, unboxing of homes, dynamic logos that are ultimately running through Max Engage. The whole point of Max Engage, and I'll show you some of the fun stuff about it, is to build upon what makes our agents most productive, most competitive in the world, and to assemble the best strategies and then reward you for those behaviors that you guys do that lead to your productivity. And we want you to be able to earn points and to be able to have fun and have a competitive leaderboard in there and stuff like that. So I'll tell a fun story when we get to the Max Engage part because it involves our trailblazers as well. We launched Max AI. Max AI has now generated about 40,000 leads to date, and Max continues to evolve and build. Now, Max is an enterprise-grade AI solution that is available on any RE/MAX.com listing. We tested it on RE/MAX.com first. We wanted to make sure it knew how to talk about schools and neighborhoods and how to nurture the consumer and everything like that. So Max is an AI assistant meant to work with our consumers, and Max will be coming to you guys as well very soon. So I've got some timelines on that where you can have your own AI assistant. We also launched HomeView. I'm in Brad's HomeView app as a client communication and collaboration tool for kind of post-transaction. It's more of my Sphere collaboration. And HomeView will continue to evolve. I've got a huge vision for HomeView, and we're going to see some stuff today, and RE/MAX Professionals will be one of the first brokerages to get a beta that we're going to show you today as well. And so you're one of 3 in the country that's going to get the next evolution of HomeView called HomeView Smart Protect. And then we launched Marketing as a Service, which is the industry's first global automated AI-powered marketing solution that has multiple channels built in. It has social media to LinkedIn to Google to print to video, and it's got all kinds of other stuff coming in. Now the cool thing is you've got a really progressive broker that is putting the Ignite team on top of this to make you guys more effective. And so you've got a lot of resources that are coming at you guys that will help you adapt and take in all of this stuff. Because remember, I'm just getting started here, so you're about to see a lot of innovation that is coming, but you guys have some awesome resources at RE/MAX Professionals. They're already rolling up their sleeves using Marketing as a Service, and so I'm going to show you how this will actually evolve. So good start to the year. Really what we are trying to accomplish at RE/MAX is we want to help our agents and our brokers in these three areas. We want to help you grow your business, whether that's your talent, your resources as an individual agent, as a team, or as a brokerage. We want to help you grow and develop your next revenue streams, your next opportunities. We want to help you promote your brand, your business, and your community, scaling on a local and global stage. Now you'll notice that I put "your" in there. That's symbolic, again, with the logo. It is part of a new philosophy that we're taking at RE/MAX. And we want to help you operate more efficiently. We want to help you use our group purchasing power. 117 countries as of this morning, 147,000 agents, and it's continuing to grow. It feels like we're launching a new country almost every week right now. And I want to tell you what we are doing in these three areas is working. The talent is calling us. Your competitors are calling us as well. And so our phones are ringing like crazy because people want to be a part of what's happening at RE/MAX. And it is a new story, a new day at RE/MAX. So we're very excited. So I'm going to talk a little bit about AI. It's hard to talk about innovation without AI. AI can scare a lot of people. I understand that. I can geek out with the best of them on AI and probably really scare you guys. That's not the point today. I'm going to show you if we're not adapting to AI, we're falling behind. And I want to make you aware that we are really, truly leaning into AI. So Max AI, for example, isn't just on our websites. We've got Max built into our AI referral platform. We got Max also learning all kinds of new skills as we speak. And then in November, we're going to start pre-selling in October. You will have a couple $1,000s a month AI assistant at your disposal for $25 a month, which is pretty awesome to have your own AI assistant on your own websites, and that will be coming in November. So Max will continue to evolve. But I want to show you where our AI is going. AI is all about helping you guys be more efficient. If you think about our tools at RE/MAX, we've got Max Center, we've got Bolt Trail, we've got all kinds of tools. It's kind of a spaghetti mess, to be honest with you. I inherited this, and we're going to clean that up, and we're going to change that. So we're putting a layer of AI on top of this, which is going to be called Sky. Sky will be your AI growth assistant, and Sky is going to know where everything is. You won't have to know where anything is. Sky will literally help you, in many cases, do the work for you. I'm going to show you an example of Sky here in just a second, which is a recruiting example, but I'm going to show you how this all feeds together. And the recruiting example is one that I have most mature right now. But for terminology focus, Max is going to be our AI consumer-facing technology, and Sky will be our brokerage agent productivity coaching technology framework. So that is how we will be communicating with you guys in the very near future. So I'm going to play a video, and I'm going to narrate this video as this goes here. So this is Sky right now. This is a beta that we are launching across our network to make sure that we're working out the kinks, working out the bugs. In this beta, Sky is helping a broker owner or a recruiter ultimately recruit from Berkshire Hathaway. So in this case, we selected a Berkshire Hathaway agent, and you'll notice that it actually in real time pulls statistics and comparisons between the Berkshire Hathaway network and the RE/MAX network. And you can see we're almost twice as productive as Berkshire Hathaway in this example. And so we're continuing here in this story, and Sky is actually ingesting the local brokerage's value prop. So RE/MAX professionals, or in this case, it happens to be a Connecticut brokerage. It's taking all of the information from the Connecticut brokerage, and then ultimately absorbing that, it teaches, it trains, it learns this, and it keeps it, it retains it as well, so I don't have to do that again. And then it will actually help me generate a pitch, generate a LinkedIn email, generate content for me, all inside of the same application. Now you might be wondering to yourself, like, okay, well, if it's doing recruiting stuff, how does that help me? And Sky has to know everything. Our value prop, what tools we have, our agents' productivity, like all of that stuff. So Sky is going to ultimately be that future interaction that we have with all of RE/MAX tools. It will change my passwords for me. It will ultimately help me run my marketing campaigns. It will go and pull a listing presentation for me. It'll create a listing presentation for me. It'll help me set my goals and hold me accountable in the morning as well, where I can be like, how many phone calls, how many emails should I be making? It will ultimately tell me who I should be talking to as well. And so Sky will continue to evolve. In this example, Sky's going to change the tone, going to rewrite the emails, and it's going to actually take in an individual agent's profile and then build why would this agent want to come over to RE/MAX. And so it's learning, it's building the content and continuing to evolve here. And so Sky will also then, after Sky goes through all of the tools and technology, Sky is going to also then learn, what do we need to do to onboard new agents? Where is all of our education, training, and resources at RE/MAX? So I could wake up and go, I have a new listing today. I want to run a marketing campaign. And then ultimately, Sky will spit out several options for you. In this example, Sky's going to go out and pull agent marketing campaigns from our design centers and our hubs, pull it right inside here. I never have to leave or know where my marketing campaign is or anything like that. And then ultimately, with one click, I can automate this campaign to run on YouTube or Facebook or wherever I want it to run, and I never have to leave the interface with Sky. Sky will be our replacement for Max Center, and it will be the future of what you interact with at RE/MAX. And the future is damn close. We are actually in beta with what you just saw right now, and it's actually pulling design campaigns, and then we just have a few more integrations that we're working through, and then ultimately this will continue to be tested and we'll be building the next evolution of Sky. And so Sky is going to go through this evolution here, where it's starting as recruiting and retention. It's going to be our value prop hub, both public and private. It's going to be an onboarding as a service to help new agents onboard. It's going to then ingest all of our education, training, and coaching philosophies like Buffini and Aspire and stuff like that. And then once it's gotten there, it will help you set your daily goals and your habits. You'll set your own goals, and then Sky will adapt to what you want to accomplish. Whether that's, I want to be more listing-centric as an agent, and I want to land more listings. Sky will actually write the campaigns for you, write the emails, write the stuff so that you can be more effective and hold you accountable in that process as well. So that's just AI, and we've got a lot of AI that is coming. So we have Max coming. I mentioned those 5 other things, but we have several other things. AI natural language search on our Bold Trail websites, and an AI Center of Excellence, which will help us continue to innovate and move faster. We'll also have AI staging and redesign. This is in beta right now in Toronto. I launched this. The cool story is this is where our innovation groups and our innovation come to life. And so in Toronto, at our broker owner conference in August, we had our 5 largest brokerages come to us and say, we want AI staging. We've heard about this. How do we make this happen? And I said, I kind of smirked because I had this in my back pocket ready to go. But the fact of the matter is, I was able to turn this around in about 2 weeks, and we launched it. I went out to Toronto last week and spoke at their annual conference, and we launched this on stage, and the agents absolutely loved this. And so the ability to be able to re-envision, reimagine what a property could look like after it's on the market or even before it's on the market is just a cool tool that is coming to RE/MAX. Right now it's in beta. We're launching it with our 5 largest brokerages, and then ultimately we'll take it out of beta and it'll be available on remax.com and remax.ca in about December, early December. And so we're working out the bugs, the kinks. You can see here, it's just a slider, and it actually in real time just takes seconds to be able to redesign a property with AI. Now, I want to tell you something that's even more scary, is not only do I want to redesign the properties, I want to give you 1 click away from making that a reality. 1 click to having the painters, the plumbers, the inspectors, the integrated repairs and supplies at your fingertips. And you could actually order that for your consumer and get it ready, whether it's pre-listing or whether it's on the market or after closing as well. This technology is here, and it's coming to RE/MAX, and it's coming in a big and fast way. Some of this you're going to get first because you're RE/MAX professionals. So I'm excited to be showing you this. So we're going to be talking about what's coming next and what's going to be in your guys' beta as well at RE/MAX Pros. So this is AI staging and redesign live in Toronto right now. You can go to remaxhallmark.com, play with any listing on Remax Hallmark, and then you'll see this in action. And it will continue to spread across the US and Canada as I unlock some MLS agreements. So I want you guys just to take a moment. I wanted to get you a little excited about some AI stuff that was coming, but it's like, what are we really building at Remax? What is the story for the agent? The story is we are building the team of the future. We are building it with AI assistance in the middle, and we want to help you through all of these avenues, from marketing coordination and listing coordination to pre-listing coordination, all the way in to the homeowner concierge and post-transaction concierge program. This is the future of what Remax looks like, and it is wrapped in the industry's first growth rewards platform, Max Engage, which you're going to see now how that all ties this together. And so it's a very cohesive strategy that we want to build around you, the components that make you more successful. In many cases, listing and marketing coordination will be in conjunction or collaboration with our brokerage partners. In this case, we're going to give the tools to the Ignite team so that they can power these things for you, that they can run your next AI generated video campaign, as an example. Those are things that are coming to you guys at Remax Professionals. So let's jump in a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit deeper here on some of these. So you can go play with Max right now if you're wondering. On remax.com, you can take any listing. I should have probably swapped out this example, but Remax Alliance up in the corner. And you can actually interact, schedule showings, talk about neighborhoods, talk about schools. And so Max has been tested now. It's tried and true. And now we're making it available to our agents. We'll be pre-selling in October and opening it up in November. Here is Max placing a global referral. Now, it's not just a referral. It's not just, hey, Dane, I got a lead in, I got a referral for somebody in Texas. Max is going to help you follow that referral through to close, help you get paid, help you convert that referral. All of those things are through the platform so that it's a more efficient experience. And of course, if you're doing global referrals, Max will know the languages, the currency, all of that stuff so that you can get more efficient with AI. Max will continue to evolve the skills, and Max will ultimately become your new AI virtual assistant so that you can be more efficient out there. Max is going to learn new skills with market reports and homeowner reports, seller reports. Max will have all of these things at its disposal. And one of the powerful new features within our marketing as a service platform happens to be this new dynamic seller report. When listings sit on the market, you can answer the age-old question of what have you done for me lately? And so we've got this seller report that I'm going to show you some examples of, and Max will learn all of these tools and resources so that he or she can deliver those tools to your consumers when you want Max to. So Max will be your personal virtual assistant. And then we're going to go into marketing as a service. And before I jump into this, I want to let you guys know, when I joined Remax, I was floored, kind of shocked by the fact that we have 147,000 agents in these 110 countries at the time. And I was just like, we have an amazing marketing team, a marketing fund, but we don't know where our marketing dollars are going at the aggregate of Remax. Imagine if we could walk into Facebook or walk into LinkedIn or YouTube and say, we spend a global addition of all of our resources, we spend tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. And what would that mean for our group purchasing? And so we built marketing as a service to be able to empower your local brand on the global scale, and then be able to bring in automation, simplification with minimum effort. And so we launched this about a month ago, and it's been rocket ship so far. The cool thing about marketing as a service is it's multi-channel, multi-assets, and it's not just listing. It's personal brand marketing to video marketing to all kinds of stuff that is built in. Now, your Ignite team is going to be trained on this, so you can ask them anything about this when you get a new listing. If you want to look or play with any of this stuff, it will be available. I'm going to show you some examples of some of the new things that we've launched. This is the future of Remax. We are launching more automation, more campaigns. We are going to take our brand and give it and harness the power of that brand, but put you in the middle of these ad campaigns. I like to use some fun stories. If there's any hockey fans in the room, when the Four Nations face-off happened, I don't know if anybody knew this, but we signed Connor McDavid as our spokesperson for RE/MAX of Canada. This was a big deal. This was millions of dollars spent from the ad budget. And yet, I thought to myself, imagine if every agent in Canada, or every agent that loved hockey, had those same campaigns wrapped with you in the middle of them, with your face, your brand, whether it's the Denver Broncos or whoever it is. Imagine what we could do as a collective firepower at RE/MAX if we had the ability to streamline and automate these campaigns down to the individual local level, agent level, team level, and community level. That is what marketing as a service is. The ability to customize, to streamline, and ultimately there's a blend of both paid and free options in here. I'm trying to hit a balance of 60-40, 60% free and 40% paid. Like obviously if you want to run a YouTube ad campaign or something like that, we got to pay for the cost of goods or the advertising. But ultimately I want to be able to give you some of the materials, the videos, the content for free. And so ultimately it will continue to flow through, and every ad campaign that runs through the Marketing as a Service platform will feed into a real-time seller report, so it shows your sellers, what have you done for me lately? And I'll show you that today. All of this is live. The cool thing about the ad campaigns inside of Marketing as a Service, they aren't a set it and forget it. They are actually always working for you. So we have AI built in on top of it that will actually adjust the ad campaign in real time. You could spend as little as $5 on a Facebook ad campaign, and it will ultimately find the right target audience for that listing and alter and adjust the ad campaign in real time. As a result, we're seeing 300 times click-through rates over traditional Facebook advertising if you were just to go do it yourself. So huge improvements on performance and continuing to build. And it's not just listed. Obviously, we've got a lot of the new campaigns, new branding built in from Instagram to LinkedIn to display ads and Google, multi-channel, omni-channel marketing. But it's going to continue to evolve beyond listings into things like local branded housing market reports will be built in, including multiple things like the seller report. This is actually a real life example of the seller report, where the seller would see what's happening with all of my ad campaigns that my agent's doing for me. What is my click-through percentage? What are my engagement? And this is a really cool talking point for listings that maybe in a tight market are sitting there for extra amount of time. They're like, whoa, RE/MAX and my agent is doing all of this stuff for me. And so one of our loudest trailblazers, it has been a big proponent of this piece because it helps with stale listings. We're doing these things for you. We're running all these ad campaigns, and you will see the effectiveness of this platform. And it's going to continue to evolve. We will actually be adding, this is an example, and I'm going to walk you through here. There's a bunch of Easter eggs hidden here. This is an example of integration with Bold Trail, where we're actually running a marketing campaign inside of Marketing as a Service for an open house. We're spinning up the landing page for you. We're showing you the Facebook ad, and in this case, I've mocked it up, but we're actually running it with points from Max Engage. And so you earn the points. Those points are currency. Those points will become the ability for you to actually buy your next marketing campaign, just like you would buy a flight with United or Southwest or whoever. And so this is where our future of our technology is going. And I'm going to pause for a moment to show you our inside of the platform, our generative AI videos. We have two versions. There is one that is a free version that is a more vertical oriented AI video made for Instagram, made for Reels. And then there's going to be one that's more premium. This is the premium offer that you're going to see here today. But before I hit play, I want you to know that these are stills from the MLS. And with that being said, I'll hit play. Notice the water, the people moving, the drones, the boats actually driving, the lights on, the clouds moving in the windows. This is all built in to our Marketing as a Service platform. This video would cost hundreds of dollars to get created. It costs $25. $25 for a premium video, and you're one click away from launching a YouTube campaign with that same video, all built inside of the Marketing as a Service platform. So Dane graciously has been testing this for me as well. I think you probably saw one of your feedback was I needed to be able to swap the pictures around. That's now available as of this morning, and so we're moving fast, we're changing, so that you can change the video, you can change the pictures, you'll be able to add different music and stuff like that. So, and of course you could do nothing and just get a free video. And so that might be one of the takeaways for many in this room as well. But eventually these videos will syndicate outside of the platform into youtube.com.ca, our agent office team website, so that we're showing up louder and better at RE/MAX. And so marketing and marketing as a service will continue to evolve. And of course, based on Brad's feedback, we actually built this as well, recruiting and retention as a service, which is ultimately, we've got the data and we can create these ad campaigns that when Travis reaches pinnacle status, we can celebrate that with public marketing to really show how our agents are being productive and leading the charge at RE/MAX. And so we've got these being built into the platform as we speak as well. So marketing as a service, we'll see recruiting growth happening, and our average brokerage is about 25 agents across the globe. And so this really supercharges our growth at RE/MAX because now they've got all these tools built together, ran by AI. I'm going to continue going a little faster here, but we also have one of the things when the whole exclusive listings story popped out was really presented to us when Compass came in and they set their course. We basically took the same stance that Mike Allen and Brad said, and we said that more exposure is better for our consumer. End of story. But we understand that getting listings prepared for the market is a different story. Getting our coming soon marketing, getting our materials prepared. We want to get ahead of this so it's on the MLS and then all of a sudden we have to hit go and we have to feverishly scramble to get all this stuff done. And so we are launching a coming soon office marketing preparation platform, which just so happens that you could do an off-market listing on that platform. It's not the original intention for it, but just in case we need it, we are going to be prepared for that time and day. It's not our stance that we're taking it, but in this example, we've got Max actually helping you place a listing inside of our platform. Max is helping you, or I should say Sky is helping you. We'll be changing this one to Sky. Sky is helping you create a listing presentation, and I never have to leave the system. It's literally done for me. So that's where a lot of our AI is going. I'm going to skip that one. But marketing as a service will continue to evolve. With personal branding campaigns, these will launch in October, the first week of October. We have housing market reports, which are targeted for December. Neighborhood campaigns, on-brand, social, organic marketing coming to you guys as well. Lots of new stuff coming and new AVMs and What's My Home Worth campaigns built into the platform as well. So this is a lot that's coming, and a lot of this stuff is either out there right now or coming in the next 3 months. And so we've got a lot of evolution happening. As we continue to progress in the front office side of the equation, Bold Trail, Lead Concierge will continue to evolve. We'll be adding in more lead resources. We are just now testing with our Trailblazers and our Teams Innovation Group a new investor leads strategy for people that do investment level deals. And we'll have all kinds of other lead sources rolling in. We've got multiple that want to work with RE/MAX. And so now that we've got the concierge program, we can continue to evolve. We will be evolving into offer coordination and transaction coordination, but what I want to show you today is something that I'm really passionate about, which is HomeView and the HomeView strategy. HomeView is not just an app. HomeView is an operating system. HomeView will continue to evolve beyond the app that you see today, which is live. HomeView is live today. It's going to evolve beyond the HomeView app into HomeView Smart Protect, which is your locks, your lights, your thermostats, your cameras, your garage, your water, your security, your wellness. One intelligent platform to manage your home, gifted to you on behalf of your RE/MAX agent. And the average consumer uses 5 apps and logs in 5 times a day to those apps. What is that worth for you? That 5 times a day, your face, your brand is seen inside of the home or in their app when they open their garage door. to when they turn up their thermostat, to when they get a notice at the front door that a package is being delivered. Like, those are the things that we want to continue to evolve the home view strategy. And this is one that will be coming to RE/MAX professionals first. And so we are ready. We just finished off the entry packages, the free complimentary packages that RE/MAX professionals agents will be getting. So what does this look like? Let's talk about the whole picture of this. This has 5 components built in. One is residential gifting program. Your thermostat, your front door keyless entry, your videos, all of these things are part of this overall gifting experience. You close with RE/MAX, we're gonna help protect your single biggest asset, whether that's through access, through fire, flood, or water prevention, whatever it may be, we have that for you. The second thing is we'll actually use this to power brokerage offices as well. We're looking at several offices around Denver to actually upgrade. And then we've got integrated broker safety in here. So I'm going to show you what some of these things are as we progress. But essentially, this is an app experience. This happens to be one I mocked up for RE/MAX Gateway. They're one of our other beta testers, like professionals, in Washington, D.C. So this is your bedroom, your lights, your locks, your home security, all your activity, fire, flood, water, all built into one consumer experience with your branding, your face, all integrated into the app experience. And it's not just app, it's actually in-home touch displays. This is actually in my house right now, and I can show anybody that wants to see that afterwards. But this is called a Qualsys touch panel. And this is how you turn on your alarm system when you leave, or you unarm it when you come home. And then ultimately, everything is branded to RE/MAX and to the RE/MAX agent. And so I don't have it mocked up with an individual agent in this, but it will actually be branded to the individual agent. And it goes beyond just video or access. Sensors from door alarms to the thermostat, to the keyless entry, to AI-powered video cameras, all built into one seamless integrated platform into the home that puts you guys in touch into the home. The whole vision for this platform was our way of saying, like, we want to make sure that we're there when something goes right or something goes wrong with the home. You got a leak, you got a problem, we want to be there to help support not only the consumers, but the single biggest asset that they will purchase in their life, that is the home. And we want them to trust RE/MAX to be able to do that. And so all of these are commercial grade, commercial installed products from companies like Brinks or ADT, but wrapped in the RE/MAX branding. And some of it is completely free. And so we will be gifting some of these technologies based on, we're testing with you guys. We'll be like, do they want thermostats? Do they want doorbells? Do they want keyless entry? What do they actually want? We'll be perfecting the packages. And then ultimately, they can buy the whole thing. The whole home can be automated for fractions of the price of what you would see if they were to go out and try to do this on their own. So this is called HomeView Smart Protect, and it's part of a bigger HomeView strategy, which we're very close, probably about a day away from announcing a HomeView data platform where we'll know everything about the roof, the fridge, anything going right or wrong in the home, anything that they want, from ingesting the inspection report into one data platform. So now, as a RE/MAX agent, we will know that roof, when we sold them the home, is 25 years old now, and it's nearing its end of life. And we should probably be talking to them before they start to call us that something's on fire. This is the future of home ownership and home management at RE/MAX. And it's all built into one integrated data platform. And you guys get to be the first to test this for us. So we're pretty excited about that. And Brad loves this one because I showed him some of the stuff in my house, in my app, and I've got my whole home automated with this. And he's basically like, man, this is so cool. I don't care if they bought a home from me or not. I would actually offer this up and walk around with flyers in the neighborhood. And it is so neat that we're going to be able to all the way go from, you want to see what your new kitchen looks like, to here's what the new kitchen would cost. And then we'll be able to actually order that new kitchen right inside of the same platform. So from AI staging to the data and what's inside the home, to the smart home products and the security and safety of that home, there's also a consumer and agent branded safety button built in that is professionally monitored. So you can actually give the gift of trust and security to the consumer. You can say, hey, we are actually protecting your loved ones and your family. If something goes wrong, we have 24-hour monitoring service available. So I can show you how that works too with my app. But that's all built into the same platform, and so that's where Home View Concierge and the Home View will continue to evolve. So as we get down here, we got just a couple minutes left. I want to show you guys now the binder of all of this. How does all of this tie together? And you're going to see the industry's first loyalty, rewards, and engagement platform called Max Engage. And so Max Engage is the industry's first system that allows you to basically, when you do something, when you put a referral in our referral platform, when you give a gift of a smart home product to your consumer, when you log into Bold Trail, when you go to R4, or when you do a Buffini challenge, you will earn points. You will use those points then to be able to buy things like swag. You'll be able to buy things in the future like marketing campaigns and stuff like that. The initial intention was we wanted to empower our agents to get loud with our new brand, our new digital first brand with you in the middle, and Max Engage does that. It's available today. It allows us to build communities as well. Our trailblazers are in there helping us perfect this app. And the funny story that I have for this app was about a week, maybe a week and a half after it launched, I had our 25 loudest social media agents on there. Dane's one of them with our Trailblazers group. And I'm watching this thing diligently. I can't let it fail. It's one of my first babies that are out there. And all of a sudden, I get a text with a 5-alarm fire alarm. And it's like, Max Engage is broken. The leaderboard is no longer working. Jason Raines has fallen off the bottom of the leaderboard, and I was like, oh shoot, what's going on? And I jump in, and it just so happened that Nimesh Patel, one of our big agents in Texas, and Dane were razzing Jason because he actually fell off the leaderboard, and it was creating this cool excitement and culture around getting loud at RE/MAX. Jason was actually doing his job. He was actually in a showing, and he was like, they were all just pushing on each other to do all the challenges, to perfect the challenges, and it was a cool, fun story that turned from, oh my gosh, the world's on fire, to, no, it's actually working. That is how it's intended to work. And then all of our Trailblazers got their butts kicked by some agent in Michigan that weren't even in the Trailblazers group about a week after we launched this for everybody. And so we wanted to know who this agent was. And we got to know her, like what made her tick, why did she love the app so much, and what was she using more, and we continued to double down and listen. But it's an example of us innovating fast, but also working with the best in our network to be able to execute and build upon. So this is Max Engage. There is a bunch of swag in there now. These are accessible. You could go earn points. You could use the new logo. You could update your social credentials, earn points, and then ultimately work to be able to unlock new swag from RE/MAX as well. And it will continue to evolve and to grow as we build upon this. So I'm right here. I'm a little early, but I know there's going to be a ton of questions. So Brad, I'll have you come up with me for some questions. You can see, guys, I told you, 2 years of innovation happening fast. There's a lot coming to RE/MAX.
Okay, I have the first question.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's just say hypothetically, I'm sure this isn't happening in this room, but just hypothetically, my eyes are glossing over a little bit. I feel like I just got hit by an innovation bus, and I don't even know like how to process all this.
Yeah.
What would you say to that agent that is not in this room, but is feeling like, there's already too much crap out there for me to learn. How do you expect me to absorb all of this?
I love that question. I would start with Max Engage. Download the app, earn points, check out the new tools in there for updating your logo, your branding, and stuff like that. That would be your first step, because then a lot of that stuff, well, that's the tip of the spear. As we continue to launch more marketing, more resources, Max Engage will help incentivize you. We're still developing Sky, the AI assistant, so that's still a work in progress. But I would say Max Engage is first. Get the Max Engage app, do some challenges, have some fun with it, even have some fun amongst your office. And so we are bringing a new customization very soon. I don't have the exact date yet, but where Brad and Mike and Alan can customize their own inter-office challenges and coaching strategies. So if it's like we have a listing challenge this month and we want to see who's going to do the most, preemptive activities to get those listings, you guys will be able to control your own destiny on the platform.
Then the leaderboard will be a RE/MAX Professionals leaderboard inside the app. That's awesome.
That's right. So we want to continue to fuel the foundation of what Max Engage is. But the second thing is engage with your Ignite team. because of marketing as a service, like take advantage of all the marketing as a service, the generative AI videos. Again, you don't have to be an expert. You don't even need to know where it is, because the Ignite team can help hold your hand with that as well. And I think I said that accurately.
You did. So guys, know that the Ignite team is currently working with the Marketing as a Service team to perfect how they can support you in those services, what they'll handle automatically for you, what you can request from them when you Ignite your listing, or just with a direct email from them. So a lot of things coming post-retreat about how the Ignite team is going to serve that. The other thing that I would answer my own question in saying is, you guys don't have to learn any of this today. There isn't anything up here that you have to stress about learning. I promise you, it will come in stages, and it will be available long term as part of this long-term vision. So please don't stress like, oh crap, there's all this stuff that I need to learn, or I'm going to fall behind. That is not in any way, shape, or form the case. Just know that the strategy is coming, and it's going to be strong. Dane.
Travis, can you explain to everybody who doesn't know what the challenges basically are in the sense of content that's curated for people?
Yeah, so challenges are both a curated library of content. It could be campaigns, it could be challenges, it could be gifts that you give away, like a $5,000 home remodel, and it's something that you can put out on social media to really get loud. It's all perfectly branded, like ready to go campaigns basically built in. And when you do that, you actually unlock points. And so it's like, we're giving you free stuff, free cool campaigns, even free gifts for your consumers, and then ultimately you earn points by sharing some of those. So that's one thing. The other thing is, many of our Trailblazers and Teams Innovation Group have helped us create things like, how should I truly be unboxing a home? How should I be sharing this content so that I get maximum lift? And those elements of those best practices are built inside of the app as well, so that you don't really have to know what to do. You can follow it step by step, and then ultimately it takes you right through the perfect thing that you should be doing when you get a new listing or something along those lines.
That's cool. That's really cool. The thing that I'm most excited about, guys, is the ability to present my closed buyers with a gift of a complete security system for their home, and something that really not only provides them significant ongoing value in their home, but also keeps me front of mind. Hey, Brad Whitehouse suggests it's time to change your furnace filters. Need an HVAC guy to help you with that? Click here, and there's a list of HVAC guys that they can schedule an appointment with right in the app or right on that screen that you gave them that's in their kitchen.
And remember, it's not us telling them. The HomeView strategy is built from the ground up. We want you to put your vendors in, your partners, your painters, your plumbers. And when you don't have them, we'll be there to fill it. We'll be there to fill that those cracks and stuff like that, but ultimately streamlined. And so that it's like right at that zero moment of truth. My dryer vent is clogged. I have a problem. I can't do my kids' laundry. This actually happened to me. And then you got to go to I got to go to Facebook. I reach out to my agent. I reached out to Brad, and I was like, who do we get to come over to unclog this? Brad's busy and doesn't respond to me. Remember your friend's story. Just kidding. Brad responds really quickly.
Rude.
And ultimately, that's the stuff we want to integrate now, where it's your top of mind. You're the people that they think of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Travis Saxton, thank you very much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Good job.
Thank you.
Really good job. Okay.